Okay, the first step is really easy. We're just going to take 1 cup of brown mustard seeds and 1.5 cups of beer. This is a German alt beer kit that I made from a kit from Northern Brewer. And so we're just going to use 1.5 cups of that. We're going to put the 2 in the pan, bring it up to a boil, and then we're going to turn it off and let it sit for 2 hours. What that'll do is just kind of rehydrate the mustard seeds, and then we'll proceed from there. That's right though. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put the rest of the ingredients in, and then I'll work on getting the last little bit of this mustard out of here. Start warming this up a little. So we have 1/2 cup of malt vinegar. Hope I'm supposed to put them in all at the same time. Brown sugar. It's 1/2 cup of medium packed brown sugar. We have 1/4 cup of dry mustard powder and 1 tablespoon of onion powder. I believe there's supposed to be some water too. Let me just look. And the water. We're going to bring this to a boil and then let it reduce by, I think they say 1/4. Alright, so we have our mustard at a boil now. We're just going to let it get up a little bit to a more aggressive boil, but you have to watch because it kind of, I don't know, you could burn yourself. So, there we go, that's good. Yep, that's what happens when things boil. So, we're gonna, I stand corrected, it's actually supposed to reduce by 1/3, so we're going to cook it for 15 minutes, the book says, by which point it should have reduced by 1/3, and then we will be ready for the next step. Okay, so here we are, our mustard is all reduced. I would say it's reduced by at least 1/3, and we're going to put it in our little jars over here. So this is just like canning anything, you know. This particular one has a 1/4 inch headspace, and so we'll do our best for that. And I'm not going to use a funnel because so much mustard would get stuck on the funnel that it wouldn't be worth using, so we'll just wipe off whatever we spill. Really, it says that this should make 5 jars. I'm hoping it does make 5. I think it will. I was thinking of changing the recipe to a different kind of vinegar, and then of course you can use any kind of beer, but I figured I'd try it at least close to the recipe the first time and see if I like it, and then change it from there. That way we limit the number of our variables. Rolling up the jars. Really fragrance in here right now. It smells like, kind of smells like hot dogs, actually, which is weird because I don't think our kitchen has ever smelled like hot dogs before, but hopefully it'll go away soon. Look at that! 5 jars with a 1/4 inch headspace, just as planned. We just have to wipe off the tops really quick. Nice clean rag here, and then we're going to put the lids on. That's the best way to get the little air bubbles out before you. Well, best way to get the little air bubbles out is just to do that, I think. Just kind of like when you're baking a cake. Just gonna cap them like we would anything, jam or whatever. Check this out, look what just happened. This is what happens when I'm distracted. I missed a lid. That one goes there like that. So.
This is great footage for the blooper reel.
My life is great footage for the blooper reel. Let me get my thumb where I got a burn.